A POS, also known as a point of sale system, is a device that's used to take payments from your customers. A lot of people know this as a cash register. However, a cash register is much different than a POS. A cash register is basically a big calculator that's attached to a cash drawer. It can even take credit card and debit card payments through a card reader. The main issue though is you have to manually punch in the amount that you want to charge your customer. So if a customer comes up to the counter with say 10 different items, the cashier has to calculate what each individual item costs. They have to put it into the calculator, and then they have to punch that number into the credit card machine. And since we're only human, we make mistakes sometimes. It can cost business owners thousands of dollars each month if their employees are accidentally punching in the incorrect number. But this is not an issue with the POS, also known as a point of sale system. With a POS, every single item in the store has a dollar amount associated with it. So if a customer wants a burger, they're gonna get charged exactly for that, including all of the toppings that come along with it, whether that's tomatoes, onions, cheese, lettuce, jalapenos, pepperoni, avocado. They're gonna get charged for every single item that's on that burger. A POS can also come with a barcode scanner as well. So similarly to how they do it at the grocery store or at Walmart, every single item has a barcode, and the POS recognizes that barcode and associates a price with that barcode. Point of sale systems can get pretty complex depending on how you run your business and how you actually charge your customers. For example, restaurants typically have a main POS, and they can also have a customer-facing display, a kitchen display, as well as a printer. But there's also some situations where business owners will need a self-order kiosk. This way the customers can place the orders themselves and charge their cards on their own, so it does not need the help of a cashier. So instead of the cashier spending their time taking orders and ringing up customers, the cashiers can do other tasks like preparing orders or cleaning. And that can make your business a lot more efficient. When it actually comes to buying your point of sale system, there's typically 3 big expenses that you're gonna have to look out for. There is the hardware cost, the software cost, and the processing costs. The hardware costs typically run from a few $100s all the way up to a couple $1,000s. It just depends on what your business actually needs and how many employees you have. This setup that I have right here is about $1,000, and that comes with the main POS itself, with the enclosure, the credit card reader, the cash drawer, the customer facing display, the printer, as well as the kitchen display. The next cost we're going to cover is the software cost. The software cost can run you as little as $30 to $40 per month, all the way up to about $1,000 per month. It can get extremely expensive because if you're on a high monthly cost of say $1,000, that is a monthly cost. So you're gonna have to pay that over and over and over again every 30 days. The software that I have on this POS is about $40 per month, and that can actually work for either retail or for restaurants. The next expense that we're going to cover is the processing cost. And you have to be very careful with the processing cost because this is typically the highest out of the 3. Typically, processing companies are going to charge you 2.6% plus 10 cents per transaction. So what does that actually mean? This means that if your business does $30,000 in sales per month, so you sell 1,000 burgers and fries in the month of January, you have to pay 2.6% of that $30,000 to the processing company, which comes out to $780 per month that you're going to have to pay. Plus on top of that, you have to pay 10 cents per transaction. And since you did 1,000 transactions in the month of January at 10 cents, you have to pay an additional $100. So at the end of the month, you're paying a total of $880 to the processing company. However, with this POS that I'm currently using, you do not have to pay any of those processing fees. You actually have the option to pass those credit card fees off to your customer, so your customer is paying the credit card fees for you. And a lot of the POS companies like Square, Toast, Clover, they do not give you this option, so you're forced to pay those processing fees, and you can't do it like we have set up here. But if you use this POS, you can save that entire $880. The next thing we're going to talk about is contracts. When you're looking for a POS company or a processing company to work with, they may lock you into a long-term contract before you even receive the POS in the mail. I actually just heard a story where a business owner signed a contract with Toast POS, and they got locked into a 5-year contract. And unfortunately, their business got shut down due to COVID, and Toast would not let the business owner out of that contract. That business owner now has to pay $10,000 in cash to Toast because of the way that the contract was written, and the business owner cannot get out of that contract. However, this POS that I'm using does not require a contract. There is an agreement that you have to sign, but it's written in a way that if you don't like this POS, or God forbid your business shuts down, you don't owe shit to anybody. Before you buy a POS, make sure you watch this video right here, because no joke, it could save you tens of thousands of dollars within the next 12 months. So I'll see you guys over there. Peace.